Final Destination.
All skills on.
No Odd Job.
Slappers only. Feel the rock! Welcome to Slappers Only, a video game music showdown podcast. I'm Jordan.
I'm Max.
And this is our super special Paper Mario 1000 Year Door episode.
Wahoo!
Do you like Paper Mario, Max? A little known, unappreciated, a game that no one ever talks about?
A small indie gem that has consistently been in my top 10 video games of all time since when the game came out.
Yeah, it's it's one of the best games, I think. It's up there. It's funny because I don't think I must have played the original Paper Mario a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think of Paper Mario, I only think of this game, and I only really like this game. And, I don't know if that's like a general consensus among Paper Mario fans, that this is like the best one. But I just don't, I don't know anything about the original.
I would, based on like my experience, like I played, I'm of the correct percent of the populace that believes that Super Paper Mario should be included in the discussion of the best Paper Mario games.
I most definitely agree. I agree. It's in the three good ones. It's different, but it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, because the writing is all there.
Yeah.
But the first one, I feel like the first one is beloved, but not as beloved as 1000 Year Door. Like 1000 Year Door is on just like an entirely other level from any other Paper Mario game, I think. It's just, God, this game is so good.
It's the thing about Paper Mario is it's a game that it's so good that it makes me sad.
Mm-hmm, because they're never going to make something as good again.
They're never going to make something as good again. Mainstream video game publishing is never going to make anything like this ever again. Mm-hmm. Indies have picked up the slack. I think that indies are kind of carrying on the legacy of this game in a way.
Yeah.
Nintendo most definitely will never let anyone do anything like this ever again.
If you want like a fun, colorful, well-written, tight experience, play an indie game. If you want a 150-hour collecto where they make 2012 real for the second time, play a AAA game.
Yeah, and if you want the best, colorful RPG kind of cartoony but with good writing experience, then just play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Download Dolphin.
Go to my friend Vim. Go to the lair of the one they call Vim. Nintendo, turn this episode off. Doug Bowser, stop listening. If you want a link, just message me on Discord and I'll give it to you.
What you need to do, you need to search Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Now you're gonna type ISO, but that means in search of, because it means you're looking to legally buy it.
And I would never play a game without purchasing it first, but I promise you that playing this game, you can A, play it on a laptop computer. Mm-hmm. It's not a hard game to run, but B, it's just as fun to play this legally on your friend the Dolphin as it is to play it on a GameCube. So mark that one down.
Yeah, just jot that down in your notepad.
It's not that long,
isn't it? It's like 20-ish hours, I think.
Yeah, it's a good bite-sized RPG.
Yeah,
I think that RPGs as a genre can be way too long, and I think that's what I like about the. I count the Mario and Luigi games as sort of part of the legacy of Paper Mario. Even though they're not as, I think that Mario and Luigi games, like Mario Luigi, Partners in Time
was the first one.
Yeah, the Superstar Saga, and then like Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story. And I didn't play any ones beyond that, but I've heard they exist. Those kind of like carried on the legacy of Paper Mario, so I recommend giving those a shot too. They're not as imaginative, but they have a lot of fun in them. I think they still have good villains, which I think is something that was good about those games.
An interesting thing to note here is that so Superstar Saga was developed, I want to say, what was its so it was called Mario and Luigi RPG in Japan, right? And this goes all the way back to Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on the Super NES, and the first Paper Mario in Japan is called Mario RPG 2. So all of those games, like, I think I would make the argument that they explicitly are all part of the same franchise, with that whole franchise being Mario RPG.
Yeah, they just won't admit it.
They won't admit it, but you can tell when you play it because they're all really good games.
They're really good. They're RPGs. They have fun. writing, and they take the loosely defined universe of Mario into new places that are exciting and fun and funny and interesting, and they have great characters and great writing and great humor.
And all the games are like this. Every single one. Definitely also the modern ones too.
Oh, I've heard great things about the new one. The new Paper Mario game. The
new one I hear is actually very, very good, but
I've heard that the new one is very good, but it doesn't they aren't able to do like how people complain about the fact that the new one doesn't have like party members that are like fun, you know,
that are characters with unique designs.
Characters with their unique designs, and they're also like members of the Mushroom Kingdom races like Goombas and Koopas and stuff. Yeah. They can't do that anymore.
Look, I'm conserving my ire until later in the episode, Jordan, but at some point I'm gonna pop off and I'm gonna say some unkind things about Shigeru Miyamoto, but I will be saving that for an hour or so later.
Oh, but Miyamoto-san is our funny video game dad, just like Reggie or Todd Howard. We can't be critical towards anyone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You go off, King. We'll let you go. We'll let you do that. Let's talk about. There are so many things to like about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. It is like a pretty competent RPG. You know me. It takes a lot to make me play a turn-based game. I think that the sort of not real-time battle mechanics, but like, you know, there's the timing your hits, pressing jump, blocking to negate damage. That kind of stuff adds a little bit of extra spice to the JRPG. The story, obviously, really good. Mm-hmm. Comedy, lots of jokes, lots of funny stuff. Good stuff. Great characters. Like, probably some of the best characters in any game. Probably. But we are here to talk about the soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack, Jordan. The soundtrack.
Going into this episode, I knew that this game had great music, because I choose to listen to the soundtrack sometimes, just because I need a dose. Sit down, put some headphones on, and give this soundtrack. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. Just click through. For a game that came out in what, like 2004?
2004.
This game's soundtrack is like, it feels like a game that came out last year.
It is crazy. You can't tell it's a MIDI.
No. The like, I don't know what program. I heard someone saying that this was a Mac like MIDI special. I've heard that in like a YouTube comment somewhere, but I don't know any sourcing of that. Whatever like programs are being used, and I think specifically the composition. Who's this? Yuka Tsujioko? And I think there's
Tsujioko, yes.
Yeah, I think she's the like credited as the main composer for this game. Whatever she was doing, no GameCube game sounds this good. It really blew my mind. Like, Nintendo is good at making music for their games. And we've talked about at least one GameCube game. I think possibly more. I think we've only done one.
A non-zero amount of GameCube games, we'll say.
I clicked over to a Wind Waker song in the middle of listening to this, and it's like it feels like it was on a different like this sounds like something. It doesn't sound like a MIDI. It sounds so much better than anything else like it. It's so fucking good.
It's
and like
incredible.
I think that the best thing about the music, like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is a very colorful, fun game, but it also is like, it gets dark, like real dark at times.
Oh yeah.
But the whole thing keeps it fun and playful, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like the music is just the same way. A lot of it is very silly. It has a lot of, but it's very complex. I think there's a lot of quirkiness and sort of nuance to the music that makes it just incredibly interesting to listen to and pleasant to listen to. There's never a moment where the music feels kind of hollow or empty or anything. It's just always barraging your ears with good sounds.
It's like it to the point where, so I told you earlier today, Jordan, for lunch I had very, very spicy chicken because I like a bit of spice in my life, and it did unspeakable things to my body, and my tummy still hurts from it. So as I was like in the throes of this spicy chicken hurting me from the inside out, I was taking notes on these songs, and I was like, I feel like I wouldn't be able to understand what was going on, even if my mind was clear and my stomach was empty. Like it's so dense, but like so like deliberately composed that it still works, even though there's like at like any given moment 10 different channels to like pick apart and like focus on. It's crazy. It's so frantic.
And beyond like, you know, strong melodies and bass lines and stuff, the songs are usually peppered with interesting noises and sound effects that add just a ton of texture to the music. These like bells and whistles and and like quacks and bubbles, and there's all these crazy noises.
Do you know what I would describe this game's genre music as?
Please describe it to me.
As I was taking notes, I realized this is like if Legos was music.
If Legos was music,
they're like specifically for some songs that we may or may not talk about. There's like this really interesting 8-bit effect that like really like I don't know what like I can't explain any of this. I can't articulate any of this well enough, which is great for a podcasting medium. But like it's so creative and crazy, and like it really feels like all these songs are being put together from all these discrete parts that like combine into this really cohesive yet, you know, this cohesive whole that you can still look at and tell and take apart all the individual things that make it up. And it's such a good soundtrack.
Do you know what the word timbre means?
What, like Timbre?
Yeah, Timbre.
All I know is how to pronounce it.
So like, it's a kind of hard to define musical term, I guess. I remember I had to take a whole class on like the history of jazz, and my professor said timbre a lot. But it's like, it's not about the like the note or the pitch. It's specifically like the qualities of the notes. Like whether the note is being played in a nice way or a harsh way, or the like color of the note. That was the word that just kept popping into my head while listening to this, in terms of like the strength of the sounds in them. Like everything in this musical soundscape that has been created is just very rich and very just pleasant. The percussion, the bass, like there's songs with bongos that just sound so nice. Like there's just something incredible about it, and it's just so competently and like deliberately composed. Every song has so much character to it, and it tells a perfect like story of what the situation you're hearing it is. And also there's some things that completely surprise you of like what music would be in what place. Some are, you know, obvious, or like they make sense why they'd play them there. But others are just like, what? Anyways, I think we're in it for the long run. Let's get going. I don't remember whose turn it is to start.
When we did our Game of the Year app, I went first, but then in our re-recording, you went first. So I think we should just flip a coin.
Okay, let's do a coin flip.
I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to flip a coin.
Okay.
And if it's heads, it's me. If it's tails, it's you. Okay.
Okay.
Flip coin, and it is heads. So that's me, I think.
Hell yeah!
All right. And I guess that like puts us back on the order. Who could say? So, my first slapper, Jordan, is one of the first songs you hear in the entire game. You start the game up, you see the storybook open, and it has, you know, the song that plays there is nice. It's this nice like sort of mysterious theme. Feels like you're reading into a fairy tale. And then you go on the main menu.
Okay.
And it's you know, the drum roll and the strings, this big build up. And then the game just, like, hits you with a tidal wave of, like, this insanely dense, upbeat synth. And, like, again, it's so hard to pick it apart. But yeah, this is the main theme of the game, the main menu. This song is absolutely insane.
This song has, once again, busy, but not cluttered.
Yeah. Like, the clutter is the point of it, almost.
Yeah, but it's chaotic, it's organized chaos. There are so many, it just beats you over the head with music, but in a way that it doesn't sound like just noise, it just sounds like very... I don't like music that's like, sparse. That's just, I think it might be part of my ADD, that, like, my brain just wants every element of a song. I just like music with just a billion things happening, which is why I like progressive rock so much, is because, like, Yes fills all of their music with just, like, weird noises and interesting, pleasant sounds in a way that makes it really nice to listen to. That's what this reminds me of just, like, ticks that part of my brain where it's just like there's so many things happening that I have to completely focus on it, and it's really good. It's really nice.
Yeah, the part of the sort of main melody, it plays as it. And I can't replicate the beat with my human mouth, but like the instrument, the synth they use, it's around like 45 seconds. You'll have heard it in the video, in the podcast rather. But like that's the noise that made me like, this is the noise a Lego would make if it was a music, which is batshit crazy thing to say, but like it's just so much is going on. You can pick out like a piano, and there's a breakdown that like turns into this like almost bossa nova beat at some point. Like the song sort of fades down before it loops back around. But, like, it's such a good way to start you out. It's like, this is what this game is about. Like, you're going to get a lot thrown at you, and you better, like, buckle in for the ride.
Mm-hmm. And it's very colorful and bright and cheerful. It sets you up for, I mean, this game is a very lighthearted game that gets dark at times. But, I mean, the whole thing is punctuated with comedy and character. Yeah. So, and I mean, hey, having, the bossa breakdown is, like... That's just Mario. Mario does that shit all the time.
Mario's been bossa from day one.
I mean, like, Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, specifically Mario Sunshine, which, was it out? I think it was out by this point, right?
Yeah, Sunshine was 2002, I think.
Yes. So, like, I mean, that was... Mario has been associated with, like, steel drums and all that kind of stuff for a very long time. So it's not a surprise at all that they would put it in here. And there's a lot of fun tributes to Mario, but for the most part... The music is very, very, very original.
Yeah, it is. Oh god,
it's more references and motifs. The battle theme specifically contains the dun 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 dun. Like it has elements of it, and there's some cute kind of Easter eggs and stuff. But beyond that, it's very original music. What a good title theme. We need to talk about main themes in this game more. Menu themes always have a great quality of like. Just giving you a great picture of the game.
I was just gonna say, like a couple episodes back, I remember you brought like the menu theme of was it Halo? That would have been
Mario
a long
Kart.
Time ago. Mario Kart. It was Mario Kart. And it was like, people overlook main menu themes, but like, there's a lot of stuff there.
It's almost like a commercial for the game you're about to play.
Exactly. This could be commercial music because it's like as frantic as like a commercials for a children's video game would have been back in the early 2000s.
Speaking of commercials, if you're ready to move on.
Yeah.
And speaking of music that tells you everything about like what the game is, I have one that when there was a few years ago, I played this game like through legally, and I live blogged it at you and Argyle from Kamurocho Radio and Pot of Greed. Had a great time. And when I played it, there was one song that stuck out in my head so much, and it got caught in my head so often. And I think it is a perfect vertical slice, as they say, of like what the music in this game is. And it's the one that I really want to talk about. And it's not like it's just a reoccurring song, and it's called Event Battle.
Oh, yes.
So this song plays whenever you're in, like, not a boss fight, but like a special, inescapable battle. They come up throughout the whole game. There's a lot of things I really love about this song. First of all, the song begins with this sort of chaotic and chromatic descending notes that create this sort of tense atmosphere. But even before it's over, the bass line already kicks in, and you don't hear it in the music, but this is when the curtain is opening.
Yes, I don't know about you, but I hear all the battle effects in the background, right?
Yes, of course. We didn't mention it, but if you played this game, you know that all the combat encounters take place on a stage.
It's diegetic.
And I mean, it comes back later in the story, actually, which is really neat.
Oh god, what that payoff like?
It's so fucking good. But I mean, it's all on a stage. There's a crowd. There's lights. And every battle starts with a curtain opening. So as it goes, da na 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 na, I just hear the curtain going, just squeaking as it opens. And I think it's intentionally written to accommodate that. But I fucking love that pattern. The
Yeah, it's such a good run.
And it's I love when notes are grouped into groups of 5 because it doesn't fit in a 4/4, like it doesn't work in 4/4 time, like that pattern. I mean, it does, but it doesn't sync up correctly with the rhythm, so it's kind of getting delayed over time. The other thing I fucking love, besides just all of the crazy noises, there's like
the mouse squeaks.
There's like some bubbling bird noises,
Dude,
bongos,
just
shakers,
like a bell.
bells. Yeah. It sounds really interesting, this melody. If you have a piano and you just press down on the B key and you just go up the scale without playing any sharps or flats, this is how you play that song.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Rugrats. You know how like Rugrats is just like a C major scale going in thirds?
Yeah. This is a Tommy Pickles ass battle theme.
Yeah, it's a very easy song to play on the piano, but the way that they implement it in the song is it sounds really complicated. And the rhythmic pattern is done in a way that makes it very exciting to the ear. I think the fact that this song shows up throughout the game over and over again, like it's like a special battle theme.
Yeah.
It just makes it very, very memorable. And, oh god, I love it. I really love the way that it starts.
Yeah.
With just like, oh no, I'm in a fight.
Yeah.
Well, better watch out. We're having fun here. Oh, we're just having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it's the very first fight theme you hear, because, like, you hear this the first time, like, when you land in Rogueport, the main hub city, and, like, you gotta say Goombella from Crump. Yeah, the main, like, lieutenant of the bad guys is named Crump. And whenever he sees you, he's like, "I'll crump with you, sweetie pie!" And it plays that music. And, like, it's the very first thing you hear, so it's such a good setup. One thing I really love about this track is the drums. Like, or I guess the percussion, rather, because I don't know what this, I know this is a thing. It's like wood planks kind of being like clacked together. Do you know what I'm talking about on the drums?
Yeah.
And the way they hit like very slightly after the beat every single time, because like the way they almost like echo off each other is such a cool effect that I love to hear every single time it plays.
Yes. I love there's a few moments where the rhythms don't quite match up in this soundtrack, and I love songs where that happens, where it's just slightly offbeat to make it just have a little more texture to it. God, Event Battle is I just think it's perfect. I just think it's like it's not the song that people remember when they think of Paper Mario music, because it's not like a boss fight theme or the battle theme. It's just like a song that plays throughout the whole game. But I really think it's just like, when I think of the music from this game, I think of this song because it has all of the qualities to it. It's got the playfulness, it's got the complexity, it's got the rich, the sound and all of the sound effects over it. And it's just like, this is Paper Mario music.
Yeah.
This is like the most Paper Mario-ass music in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, did we talk about, just wanted to mention that, that the composer of this game worked on a bunch of stuff, including,
like
a bunch of
Fire Emblem
games.
Game. Yeah.
Not the main composer for the recent entries in the series, but she composed quite a few of them, I think. Let's see. She, I know that she worked on Three Houses, not as the composer, but as like the sound designer. Yuka Tsukiyoko. But, besides that, she did Paper Mario and was with Intelligent Systems for a few games, but then left after Paper Mario. I don't think she stayed on for Super Paper Mario. And then I think has been, I don't know what she's done since. She's very talented, though. The fact that she made like one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard, and then worked on a bunch of other good games. So shout out to Yuka Tsukiyoko.
Shout out. I looked this up. So she did like some Smash Bros remixes, and
yeah.
And she didn't do any of the Paper Mario. I guess there's only one Paper Mario remix in Smash at this point. But she did like all of the main Fire Emblem ones. Like, you know, the very first one from Melee that plays on Hyrule Temple, like the da 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 da. She did that one for Melee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She did a lot of ones in Brawl and then in Ultimate, and then like she did a couple of Pokemon ones as well. She did like the Diamond and Pearl battle music in Brawl and Route 23 and Smash 4. So like, her remixes are really, really good in Smash U. Like, she is like immensely talented.
I know. I kind of wish that we see her, you know, like doing more composition for main video. She needs to go indie, I think. I mean, if she did music for an indie game, it would be
Oh god, it'd
just
be so
like
good.
incredible. Because here's the thing, right? When I was listening to this, I was like, there's something really familiar about this soundtrack, the sort of stylings of this. And I realized that what it is I think that a million, indie composers probably grew up playing this game, and they don't make soundtracks that sound like this for games anymore, really.
Right.
Because there was some tracks in this that kind of, and I know we don't talk about it on the show, except when we do, that have kind of an Undertale quality to it.
Yeah.
And I know that Toby Fox is more influenced by like Earthbound than Paper Mario, but it's undeniable that there are sort of musical similarities, besides the sort of tools and instruments he used on Undertale. It just really reminds me of that. Like, I think that the indie composers and a lot of indies have kind of picked up what this game sort of tried to do, and also I say succeeded to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And there's also some tracks that remind me of Shovel Knight as well. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's an intentional thing, but I feel like a lot of them probably played this game and it somehow informed their composition, because there is a lot. This is why I say this game kind of feels like it came out in the last 3 years. If you just listen to the soundtrack, it doesn't feel like a GameCube game. It feels like, something you'd buy on Steam or something you'd buy on the eShop, and it's not, published by Nintendo.
God, games are good sometimes.
Sometimes games are good, and sometimes games have very good music that no one can ever hope to compete with.
Well, speaking of good music,
yeah,
I want to go from one battle theme to another. I want to jump. I want to jump near the end of the game, not at the end of the game.
Okay.
I want to jump near the end of the game because, look, we're gonna. I guess we might as well talk about what happens in the actual game. It's a 16-year-old game. Certainly, you probably played it by now.
No spoilers!
Did you know that Sephiroth kills Peach at the end of Paper Mario 2?
Did you know that Sephiroth kills Mario at the end of Super Smash Brothers?
Very, very tragic.
The books.
I cried every time it happened. So you end up fighting Grotus is the name of the main sort of antagonist of the X-Nauts, the robot faction that you've been fighting the entire game. And you beat Grotus, and you're like, damn, all right, I'm about to do the final battle. And throughout the entire game, our friend Douglas Bowser,
CEO of Nintendo America, Doug Bowser,
has been just making his way over to Rogueport's not in the Mushroom Kingdom, I don't think. So I think Bowser's
it's outside the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, it's like a no man's land. It's lawless jurisdiction. So Bowser's been making his way over there, and you played him a couple of times, going through a Mario level, underwater in a castle. It's really
so
fun.
Fucking funny because every time you play as Bowser, you're basically speed running the game. You're just revisiting areas that Mario was already in. And there's a part you're in Petalburg, the first area of the game, and it plays the Mario 1-1
Yeah,
theme.
it's with a guitar remix to it.
Speaking of good remixes, that one is fucking incredible.
It's really fun.
In terms of, it's so good. And then you just meet all the characters and Bowser terrifies them. Oh, it's amazing.
It's funny because it goes one of two ways, right? Bowser either terrifies them or they don't care or know who he is at all, and they just act as if he's some Joe Schmo, and both ways are exceptionally funny.
I know, this game is so funny.
But yeah, you beat Grotus. You're ready to move on to the final battle, and finally, after the entire game, Bowser shows up, and you get treated to one of the most apeshit battle themes I've heard in a video game ever. It's just called Bowser Battle. It starts out with this
battle,
really heavy, just guitar riff, just bang, bang. But then you hear the drums start picking up, and it's this really cool almost German bass as everything sort of picks up, and then after a couple seconds of the build up, the song goes full breakbeat, and it is such an antithetical song to Bowser. He's this slow.
No, Bowser is a rock.
brute.
Yeah, Bowser always has he's a rock star. when they in the Mario RPG series, at least. Like that's how they always portray him.
So they take those like heavy electric guitars and like metal drums and like turn it into this insane breakbeat track that has this insane tempo. It's such an amped up theme because like you fought a first boss, you're already weakened. You had to fight Bowser and Kammy Koopa, and like you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like I did not beat Bowser the first time this happened to me, and it just. You hear like church organs going the whole time. Like it's like this weird like industrial sort of filter on a lot of the instruments. It's such a good song. I
love the part where because it has the breakbeat quality to it, and then it has this bum 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 bum.
Yeah,
that part, and there's like timpanis going at the same time. It just becomes this completely different thing. There's a few times in this game when the music just takes a second to become a different song. For a few bars. I always find it very funny. Bowser has a weird habit of just having a sick boss fight theme.
Yeah.
That is usually very different from all the other songs in the game.
And this certainly is no exception.
Remember in Mario Galaxy when the Bowser boss fight theme is like weirdly like so dramatic for a Mario. It's like a fucking Lord of the Rings song.
It's so good. There's like a choir going like it's like
a Dark Souls boss. It's like it's like the final boss of a Dark Souls game. Oh, we're not talking about that. Bowser for some reason Bowser makes boss fight music wild.
The dynamic he has in these games is so good because he's never actually that's not true. He was the villain of the first one. I think he's the villain of like the newer ones, but like for Super Paper Mario and for Thousand Year Door, he's not the villain. So like he has this like adversarial relationship to Mario where he's trying to be the villain, and he either ends up not being the villain or ends up siding with you against the main villain.
He's always kind of like offended that Mario isn't paying attention to him.
It's so good. It's just like he's so funny too because he's like. His music is always way different from the soundtrack, but like he's always played so similarly, like at the end of his arcs in these games, where he's just like, it's like Team Rocket's blasting off again. He's just like shoved off to the side in like a comedic way. Bowser's such a good character.
Bowser is a great character, and specifically in the RPG series, where they really just because he's like you said, he's never really the villain. He's always just kind of. I mean, in one of the games, you're just kind of dwelling inside of his body for half of the game.
Yeah, you gotta milk Bowser's prostate on DS.
Oh, please, no. Please. Why would you say that on our podcast? No. But they let Bowser be... I mean, they let everyone be a character in these games. Luigi's Thousand Year Door treatment is simply incredible.
When the hell are we getting... We had a year of Luigi, Jordan, and they didn't make Paper Luigi.
They won't make Paper Luigi because the whole joke is that Luigi is just lying about everything that happens to him.
So, you think all of his friends are just like hired actors?
I guess it's not really that. I guess it's more that he's over-exaggerating the things that happen to him.
Nothing of note happened.
Oh my god, Luigi just writing you letters being like, "Hey Mario, guess what? Something cool happened to me. Here's how it happened."
Mario, today I fought the Bell Gargoyles.
What if instead of going to the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi just wrote you letters like, "Hey Mario, I went to Blighttown today." Mario, I'm this is my last letter. I'm kindling the first flame and will never see you again. Goodbye forever.
Hey, big bro, I found some vials of blood. I've injected them into myself. I'm seeing some werewolves right now. Mamma mia.
Oh no! Luigi's Mansion style game where instead of a vacuum, it's a gun. Yeah. And he's exploring the streets of Old Yarnum.
TM.
Instead of humming the Luigi's Mansion theme, he's just humming like, yeah,
can we get Hail the Nightmare like hummed by Charles Martinet, please? Is he on Cameo? Can we make that happen?
Can we? Yeah, this is. See, we always have the best ideas on this podcast, and they're all just doing more with Nintendo games than Nintendo would be willing to do
because they're cowards and we're brave.
Sadly, Nintendo is probably not going to do a From Software crossover, but you never know. They did do something with Ubisoft, so.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Zelda Dark Souls?
Stranger things have happened.
Let me move on to my next one.
Hit me.
Now, when we were going to do Mario, we knew we were going to do Thousand Year Door.
Yes.
So I was always going to put Shadow Sirens on my list.
Oh, yeah.
However, I've already used Shadow Sirens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pick a different but possibly better piece of music that is in a similar vein. Max, do you like ghosts?
Ghosts?
No, don't get too scared now, because it's okay. The ghost is just like a guy. He's just a sheet ghost with a hat on. And it's very. And what if he made you spell his name and it was case sensitive?
And Jordan, but I've been cleaning my keyboard and I don't have the letter P on it.
No. Well, I'm going to talk about the boss fight of everyone's favorite shape-shifting ghost shitbag, Dupless.
Can I get a same slap?
A same slap.
This oh god.
Oh, I love this one because the melody says spooky ghost music, but like the rest of the songs, it has like actually kind of ominous like bell.
Oh yeah,
sounds playing over it. So it obviously it's not like actually creepy. There are some creepy tracks in this game, like genuinely creepy tracks. This one is not a creepy track, but it just has that hint of actual like actual horror to it as it's kind of getting silly with it. I really like the fact that there's a Castlevania organ in it.
It's like going like trilling the whole time too. It's like a really like complex like church organ.
There's also like a choir in the background, like a
it's like very
nondescript
quiet
choral sound. Yeah, it's very hard to hear, but it's so good. It just, once again, perfect tone management for this music. They can't make it too serious because everything, and I mean this one isn't serious at all, but even for like the final boss and all the stuff where the game tries to kind of take a tone with, like, you know, you're still on a stage with a big red curtain and a crowd that throws treats at you when they like you and bricks at you when they don't like you. So nothing that the game could ever do would actually make it like, you know, you're not feeling actual risks and stuff. So when the game wants to throw in a little bit of silliness or a lot of bit of silliness or a little bit of spookiness, it can just puts those sound effects in to just add so much flavor to it.
I love the beat. It's like this like it honestly sounds like halfway between a bongo and a woodblock, the noise it makes. It's like the doot 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 doot. It's like such like this weird jaunty beat that you wouldn't expect for like also hearing choirs and like this industrial clanging and like a, you know, church organ going off in the background.
I think at one point in the song there's like a MIDI explosion sound. I think
probably.
Dupless theme is so funny.
What's great about this? So you fight Dupless, right? And you fight him like pretty early on in the chapter.
Yeah, you kind of think, can we just talk real quickly? Because Slappers Only is not just a podcast about music, it's also just where we talk about why we like the game.
Yeah.
Every chapter in this game is just like a perfect story, and there's so much variety. So like the first one is Petalburg. It's pretty, you know, it's
what you'd expect.
It's what you'd expect. It's like you go to a town, you fight a dragon, bam. The second chapter is, which one's the second one? I forget the order.
The second one is Boggly Woods.
Yes, Boggly Woods is like set in this crazy, like weird geometric, like black and white tree. It's very
with like rainbow colors.
The third chapter is professional wrestling.
Yes, very very good.
It's just what if you did professional wrestling. The fourth chapter is
it's this one.
This one, yeah. So this one is like set in a Halloween town.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
You fight the boss at the very beginning, but actually he turns into you, and then it turns out that he goes away with your party and leaves you as a ghost. So like you fight the boss once, and then you spend the rest of the chapter trying to get your form back and basically get your party back because he's pretending to be Mario. Amazing.
And you partner up with the best character in the game, Vivian.
Vivian is simply the best character in the whole damn game, and then the next one is a trade mystery.
No, the next one is the next one is Tom Cruise Castaway or Tom Hanks Castaway.
Oh yes, that one pirate time, and then train mystery. train mystery, and then you get blasted to space. So you just get everything.
Crazy game.
But it's just every moment, and each chapter is like 2 hours long, so you can play them in a sitting. It's just such a wonderfully structured game. Each chapter is just builds on everything, and it's so different, and there's so much variety, and the stories are also memorable, and the characters are also memorable. It's just like every piece of the game is incredible. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about why the game is good, actually.
No, the game is very, very good. And yeah, like the whole thing with Dupless is that he's a Duplagos and he takes over Mario. And like, I think it's happened to literally everyone who's ever played the game. After the battle, you know, Dupless is like, he's like this sort of like purple silhouette of Mario, just kind of like hunched over. And then you see Mario and his party member like jump through, and you're like, wow, why isn't the camera moving away?
Why
and
isn't
you
the
realize,
camera moving?
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I'm the purple guy.
What a fucker.
Like, literally, everyone who's ever played that game, I think it's happened to, where they've, like, waited on that screen for 30 seconds and be like, wait, who? I'm him?
It is fun. It's just such a fun twist. I will say that chapter does have that chapter and Keel Hall Key both involve a lot of walking back and forth, which is never that fun. But
I think chapter 4 is probably my favorite, and like, it's my favorite. It succeeds despite like the stupid backtracking through like this stupidly tight corridor with impossible to avoid enemies who are like bastards to fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're really irritating. The good news is if you get your badges right, Mario becomes unkillable and regenerates.
And once you get Vivian, it's over.
Oh my god, Vivian is so strong. You want to move on?
Let's say we move on.
Let's go. What is your next one?
My next and final slapper. So, let's see. We've talked about the intro, very beginning of the game. I talked about boss fight near the end of the game. I'm going to bring another genre of music into this, Jordan.
Okay.
You mentioned that after you do the train mystery, you get shot into space.
You sure do get shot into space, Max.
And you end up infiltrating a moon fortress on the moon. The X-Naught fortress on the moon is where you have to go. And it's like this whole thing where you gotta like, you know, recruit this like bomb dude who's like, I think he's called Admiral White. You have to backtrack to every single town in the game to try and track him down. You end up finding him at his own house in the town where this gigantic cannon is. And
that part is a little annoying.
It's awful. That's the thing. This game has some like really stupid, tedious moments that like the game still like massively succeeds despite all that.
Yeah, there's a couple parts, but yes, that part is like when you realize you have to go to every town. You're like, no, please.
Yeah. And then every bomb gets in the cannon. You get blasted off into space, and you go on the moon, and that's fine. And then you get into X-Naught Fortress. You want to dance?
Can I get a same slap?
Same slap.
This one is really different from every other song in the game, but it still uses all of the tricks and like it has everything that's good about it, but it's also like a completely different thing.
It is purely synth. There is no other like instruments that you could mistake in this. It is entirely like the synth bass, the synth beats, like this really, really cool arpeggio melody.
I didn't remember that. I've heard this song so many times. I forgot that this song was from Paper Mario.
I know!
It just sounds like something from a different video game.
It's like, and on paper you'd think it's from a different video game too. It's like, yeah, this is a game where you have to find 7 crystal stars to save the world from a 1,000-year-old demon's curse, and you get to listen to techno music on a moon base while you do it.
I love that the X-Naught Fortress is just like a dance club. With
it's
some
so
cool
good.
Synth music. It's just like, you'd think that this would be a little more, no. It's just party time.
It's like, and the really cool part is, the game fakes you out in a way, because between every chapter, you play as either Bowser or Peach, and Peach, the entire game, had been kidnapped by the X-Naught, so she's in the X-Naught moon, the fortress on the moon. And like, there's a whole plot line where she falls in love with the machine. I'm not going to talk about that. It's weird.
It's weird, but yeah.
She dances with the machine. It's love. Can a machine...
Can a machine
feel on battlefield?
Detroit become human? What if a machine had feelings?
You can take a shower and take your funny dress off, and it's like, whoa, I'm feeling something. I'm an 11-year-old. This is crazy. and like the whole time it's playing this like sort of like spooky, vaguely sinister, like sneaking music the whole time that you're like sneaking around the Fortress of Peach. So when you finally get there as Mario, you expect to hear that, but no, you get this instead, and it's such like a fun surprise. You're like, whoa!
Once again, not to keep talking about Toby Fox's Undertale, but this is just like the core music to me.
It's just core. Oh my god, it really is core, isn't it?
It's core. Like I'm saying, if Toby Fox didn't take inspiration from this soundtrack, I don't believe it. Because there are so many things. And I'm not saying that against, I'm just saying that, like, this game was fucking ahead of its time. It doesn't feel like a game from 2004.
It's aged so well.
It really has. The music specifically is just, like, it's so fucking modern sounding. Like, it really baffles me that this is done on 2004 hardware with MIDIs and like it's just why is it so good? How did they do that? No game? How did they? There are games today that the soundtrack doesn't sound this, like it hasn't aged as well as this soundtrack has.
You know what I think? An argument towards that is I feel like a very similar argument about photorealistic graphics in game. Like if you try and shoot for photorealistic graphics, it will look good at the time and it will quickly age out and look weird like a couple years down the line, right? I feel like that's similar to I feel like most AAA games try and do like a Hans Zimmer ass orchestral score, and like sure, it sounds fine, but like it's nothing special, and like as the years go by, no one remembers anything from it. But if you do something as crazy unique as this, and in games if you go for like, you know, really good sprite art, it's never going to age out. It's always going to look good and it's always going to sound good no matter what, because it's a unique style. It isn't like matching the time it was made in.
Yeah, you go for style. It's you go for art direction over, you know, graphical
contemporaneity
quality. Yeah, you want it to be look striking and I mean, hey, this game fucking looks great.
Oh, it still looks
Paper
great.
Mario. It still looks great, and all of it plays with the paperness of it so well. And when you, like you said with Legos, I know that you love a good Lego game, and I think this is very similar to that in that the fact that the world is constructed. It's not like Yoshi's Crafted World where
it's not like blatantly paper. Like
no. The new one is like art supplies and stuff like that. This is like, you know, there are foldable elements to the world. Everything is cut out, and it's like it's like a pop-up book more than like arts and crafts. And that reminds me of like Lego games, right? Like there are elements of the world that are made out of Legos, but it feels more like a Lego, like a playset than you're just on a world made of Legos. And I completely lost my thread. I guess a thought popped in my head, and I just wanted to talk about how you like Lego games.
It's just fun to talk about Paper Mario.
Paper Mario, yeah, it just makes you, you know, it's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
It just makes me think about when I could engage with a game without feeling guilty for it.
Yeah.
When you could just have fun with it. Let me move on and talk about
Final Slap.
Because you snatched X Not Fortress from me, so I'll hit you with this one. Now, the game wants to tell you as quickly as possible that this is not your average everyday Mario game. This is something else. This is something much different. So when you show up to the beginning city and there's a genuine hangman's gallows in the sense, a noose for executing criminals, and there's graffiti on the wall, and there's the shy guys who are like not so shy. I can't remember what those guys are called. I love them. They're very funny.
Sniffets.
And there's the Delfino Mafia.
the Pianta Mafia.
The fucking Pianta Mafia. This game is telling you right away that this is not this world is a little bit darker, a little bit more run down, which is why I wanted to talk about my final slapper, Rogueport.
Once again, Jordan, I'm hitting that big old same slap button.
There we go. This song has, like, pirate vibes to me, but not in the way that it sounds like, you know, it doesn't sound like swashbuckling adventures on the high seas. It's kind of that, once again, it's my least favorite word to say in describing anything, but it's an instantly recognizable signifier of the word exotic.
Yeah. Oh no, I
it's
agree.
It sucks. It's a bad word, but you know what I mean. Like, it's very chromatic. It's very minor key. It's got these. It's got a really great choice of instruments. Lots of percussion. That thing that goes, the part where it goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah. And like, it's a really heavy bass in that part too.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Like,
The other thing, the first line of the melody, there's more notes to it than you think there are. Mm-hmm. It goes like up this scale. It kind of builds on itself, but it starts like, I think it starts on the first beat, but it goes like well past 4 counts, and it's very interesting sounding. I recommend everyone listen to this song, and once again, headphones on, very good way to listen to this. When you put like headphones on, you listen to like Shovel Knight, you don't really get anything extra out of this. There is like stereo panning in this soundtrack.
There's a couple
all over the place.
The Xnaut Fortress has a lot of that.
Yeah, I recommend headphones for this one, and when you put it on, you'll appreciate how fucking good this soundtrack is. But and I just love. I know that 8-Bit Music Theory did a whole video about the chromaticism in this soundtrack. There is so fucking much in this song, but all over the place. There's a lot of like trills and just using it to add a little bit of extra flavor to the song. There's a lot in this one though. Also, at the end of some lines, it's very consistent. I think it's like every 2 bars, or maybe 3 or 4. There's just a spring sound effect. Did you notice that?
It's like there's a boing.
Boing. It kind of sounds like the Minecraft arrow sound.
A little bit, yeah, okay.
A little bit, yeah.
It's crazy. It's such a weird. It's vaguely sinister too. Like, it gives you the feeling that Rogueport is not like a good city to be in.
Oh no, I mean, all the language, the visual and musical language of Rogueport tells you that it is a very unorthodox hub world for a game.
It's such a good hub world though. It's one of my favorites.
It's really great. And I love that, that Rogueport is built on top of the ruins of old Rogueport that, well, you know.
Yeah.
There's just so much to this world.
It's layered. Remind me later.
And I like the fact that, yeah.
This is more just for me, but like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the main hub town, I think it's in the same key, and it uses the same sort of like violin style in one part that sounds really, really similar. I'll have to send it to you at some point, because like, and just listener, to the Red and Blue Rescue Team, like, it's not Treasure Town. A second.
Hey, you're editing this. You could pop it in here if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'll pop it in. Maybe if it doesn't sound as similar, it might sound more similar in my head than it does in real life, and maybe I won't edit it in if it doesn't. But like, if you're hearing this, it means it means I've edited it and I've deemed it important here, just because I think it's a really interesting way to like give the main town that you spend the whole game in like this really cool sense of like mystique and adventure that's really, really fun.
I just love that first. I keep talking about it. That first bar where it just like blasts off into space. Mm-hmm. I just like how much it just instantly gives. I mean, the song has a ton of energy, but when the melody comes in, it's just like, hey, listen to this.
Yeah. Hey, look at that news. How many people do you think were killed in this town square? Hey, Peach is here now. Hi.
I also like Rogueport because it is occupied by, it's all shady types and criminals and thieves and lowlives and stuff, but they're all of different. They're all different Mario creatures. There's the Piantas, I think there's some Koopas with sunglasses probably. There's the Shy Guy dudes. There's just all different kinds of people. Yeah, there's just so many. I think there might be some Babam pirates as well. So it's like each area you go to is mainly, not entirely, but like there's you go to the Babam place, you go to the Punies, you meet the ghost people, and then there's this one city that just has all kinds of different people. This is a big melting pot of Rogueport.
A cultural exchange.
The big the free marketplace of ideas.
The hangman's noose of ideology.
The hangman's noose of ideas. And also I also like that there's just like a toad chef lady.
Zesty. I love Zesty.
Zesty is very out of place. So is I almost said the Pokemon professor. That is not his name at all.
Professor Frankly.
Professor Frankly, very out of place here.
I love that Zesty blocks you off from like an entire third of the city because you step on her contact lens and it takes a couple chapters for you to order it and it be shipped to her.
It's very funny.
The writing in this game's so good.
It's so good. Please play Paper Mario. It's like, honestly, we could sit here and spoil the entire story, because the story is really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good, like, interesting things that happen in the story, but just the jokes alone, like, it's got such good comedy and such good, like, gameplay and story moments that it would probably not ruin it if you knew everything that happened in it, because there's just so much good stuff. That's our 6.
That's our 6.
They were, let's list them again.
So we had, I did main theme. You did...
I did event battle.
I did Bowser battle.
Dupless fight.
Dupless battle.
X-Not Fortress.
I did X-Not Fortress. And we just did
Rogueport.
That's our 6.
That's our 6. What are your honorable mentions?
I got a couple. So one of my honorable mentions is a song I didn't pay a lot of attention to when I first played the game. But now I really, really like it. It's the Great Boggly Tree.
Okay. There are a couple songs that are just super weird.
This is beyond weird.
Yeah.
It is like, there's like almost no beat to it, right? It's just noises almost. It's like this weird, like, bit crushed industrial noise. It's like it's in a waltz the whole time. There's like this almost electronic sounding harp, crazy synths. It's like half the instruments sound like they're backmasked somehow. It's a really cool, really weird track that adds this like insane ambience to like this weird, like simultaneously monochromatic and rainbow colored tree that you're inside.
What a good tree.
Love that tree. Let's see. I got Riddle Tower. If you remember, this is like one of the last locations. It's like once you go underground for the last time, you go up to the tower and it's all these, riddles you got to solve. It's really creepy. You get like metallic clanging and like a weird little choir with strings in the background. And a fun thing is, so remember, Hooktail, the fun dragon from the Chapter 1 boss.
Oh, the one that shows you his feet? He says, "I'll let you if you spare my life, I'll let you rub my feet."
And you got to smell the feet. Yeah, it's great. And Hooktail has 2 siblings, Gloomtail and Bonetail. Mm-hmm. And Bonetail you fight at the end of the Pit of 100 Trials. So Riddle Tower will mix in the track. You hear the Pit of 100 Trials theme because you fight Gloomtail at the top of the Riddle Tower. So it's like it's all the tail siblings.
Good shit.
It's like a fun callback to that. And lastly, my third honorable mention, a song from the very end of the game, right before the final battle. It's called "We're Counting on You, Mario."
I love this song so much.
It's so good.
Anytime, any video game where at the end all the characters root for the protagonist.
Oh, absolutely. I raise my hat to Goku.
Moments. I do that all the... Yeah, Goku, some other games that some people may not have played, so I won't spoil it. Mm-hmm. This one, just, give me that. I love it. It makes you feel so good.
Yeah, it's a remix of like the Crystal Star theme that you hear at the end of every chapter, but it's like the full version of it, and it's like this super triumphant track where you like, it scans through, you see literally everyone you ever met on your adventure cheering for you, and like, this like amps you up, and you're like, alright, I'm ready to kill a 1,000-year-old demon.
Let's fucking go.
What are your honorable mentions, Jordan?
Alright, I've got Rock Hawk. Which is just a Pokemon trainer battle theme to me, like a
similar
gym battle.
slap.
Very, very, very good. I like that there's a percussive crowd roar.
Yes,
I like that to add a little bit of sort of spookiness and weirdness, there's kind of these ethereal, ghostly, weird noises that they show up all throughout Glitz Pit. Glitz Pit is just a level that is about where the villain is Vince McMahon, but instead of like sucking
Vince McMahon, huh?
Instead of sucking like potential and energy and health out of his wrestlers, he just cuts out the middleman and siphons out their wrestling ability and I think kills them so he can be strong. So you got to fight Vince McMahon, but before you do that, you have to fight like Hulk Hogan, John Cena, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock, Hawk,
Dwayne The Rock,
and
Hawk.
He spends the whole time. He's like the champ, right? So, but this isn't the real final boss. But it's it's a good as hell boss fight. And it's fun to finally get to kick his ass as the Great Gonzalez, which is what Mario. I like how every chapter Mario has a different name. You never noticed that? No one ever calls him Mario. Like, I think at some point they call him Great Gonzalez. I think someone calls him Mr. Stash at some point.
Mr. Stash is that what the Penguin calls you?
I think the Penguin calls him Mr. Yeah. Like all the characters just call you something different, and none of it is ever Mario. But Great Gonzalez kicks the shit out of Rock Hawk, and it's very satisfying because he's been there the entire time. You just want to get his ass, and it's good music while you do it. I wanted to just quickly shout out the extremely good bongos of Keel Hall Key.
Yes.
The melody of Keel Hall Key is not the star of the show. It is the percussion. It's just the percussion, and then the melody is kind of an extra add-on. Mm-hmm. While we're talking about the kind of weird, creepy music, Far Outpost. Comes to mind.
That's a good one.
It's very strange. It kind of reminds me of this Temple in the Sky or the City in the Sky from Twilight Princess. It's that kind of level of just very out of this world, spooky weirdness. And also, the ruins of the Thousand Year Door. Because you gotta go back to the Thousand Year Door at the beginning of each chapter to find out where the next star piece is. And even before you really know what's behind the Thousand Year Door, because spoiler alert, it's not a treasure. But like, you know, from the beginning of the game, they're like, there's something behind this door. It's something that a lot of people want. You don't really know what it is. It might be very dangerous. It might be just like some really good treasure or whatever. Who cares? But every time you see the door is gigantic. And it's in this huge empty room. Mm-hmm. And it's playing this very like ethereal, spacious music that isn't really like anything else in the game. And over the top of it, there's just these kind of electronic bleeps and bloops. They just add a lot of mystery to it. And when I was a kid, I remember playing this game being very scared to come into this room, like to return the stars, because it's a little freaky. It's very creepy. And, you know, once you know that the thing behind the door is dangerous, then you're like, uh-oh, I should not be doing this. And my last honorable mention is, I like Poshley Heights. And I like that while you're on the XS Express, it plays the Poshley Heights song, but it kind of sounds like it's over an intercom, and then at night, it plays like a slowed down, gentler version of it. And then when you're there, you get to hear the real version of it, and burn down Poshley Heights and redistribute all their wealth. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a good game.
Oh my god, it's such a good game. I'm up to my ears in things to play right now. Been playing Fallout New Vegas a lot, having a lot of fun with that. Finishing up Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I don't want to pay another month to play it. I kind of want to play Fallout 2 because I've never played that before.
Ooh, that one's a fun one.
But like, part of me's like, should I replay Paper Mario? And you know, I'll probably won't. Like I just have other things to do, but I really want to. Is the thing.
It's not long, but you should play the first Paper Mario.
Yeah, but I'd rather play this one. Is the thing.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. All right.
Games out there.
Here's where things are going to get tricky. But before we let's just do our system.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it goes, and then we'll see what happens. All right. Ready?
Okay.
I'm just letting you know in advance that I'm feeling in a mood where should we disagree, I'm ready to give it to you because every song on this is a banger. And okay. But we'll just see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
I got it. All right.
3, 2, 1. Event battle.
Dupless.
All right. Now,
I think it'd be a battle theme.
As I stated before, I think Event Battle is a perfect, like, vertical slice of Paper Mario. It just sounds like Paper Mario. But Dupless Battle, good. Dupless Battle is
good.
Dupless Battle, good. Dupless Battle, much more specific. which I like. I like that it's a specific theme for a specific fight, as opposed to the sort of secondary battle theme.
Yeah, I think my argument here is that if going off of what you said, Dupless Battle is specific, and also I feel like it has more meaning than most other battle tracks in the game because you hear it twice, right? The first time when you fight Dupless, and then the second time when you fight Dupless, spoiler alert, against your own party members. Like, that whole chapter, I feel like, really, really shook up the formula of Paper Mario, and, like, hearing that a second time, you're like, yes, I'm so in. I'm so amped, ready to fight this nasty little thotty. Show me what's under the sheet, Dupless!
Gotta see what's under there, Dupless. I think I'm willing to agree. Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dupless theme, best track in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. They're all good, but we'll say Dupless is the best.
Your name may have a lowercase p in it, but today it has a capital W in it. Oh, and now I can edit our list and make it a ghost again.
Ooh,
like in Luigi's Mansion.
Go.
Actually, hold on. Can I add a party hat emoji? Yeah, I'm gonna do a party hat ghost because Dupless has a party hat.
He is a party hat boy. Let's take it to the Twitter and open it up to our listeners.
Let's.
We have a Twitter @SlappersOnlyPod. Every week when we record, we put up a post about what game we're talking about, and you can share with us your hot takes. They don't have to be music related, though. That is what we talk about. So if you have any hot takes about the game that we're discussing, because we're objectively correct, and we'll let you be objectively correct.
We'll baptize you.
Let's see who is correct this week. Starting with our good friend Dan @Mike_Dawson on Twitter. I regrettably have not played this game. Parentheses, it's expensive. Hey,
Dan.
Hey,
got
Dan,
big news for you, buddy.
I'll help you out. Don't worry. But I hear the Rogueport theme is good. It is good.
It is good. I almost picked Rogueport for our countdown.
Rogueport is so fucking good. Here's one from @friend of the show Stephanie @AsiaVodish. This isn't about the music, but I'm personally offended that Nintendo went from making a variety of cool, unique Toads for Paper Mario to just a ton of completely standard Toad clones, if you will. Hey, Max, you didn't talk about your good friend Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, no, my bud's blowing right now, Jordan. Look. Shigeru Miyamoto, we need to take him out of the industry. He has had his day. He's done his things. He's made some good games. They were great for the time, but he hasn't been able to age. He hasn't been able to grow, to sort of change the games he makes in his attitude toward the industry, and he's stuck in the mid-'80s, and he's, for some reason, afraid to take risks, even though that's literally all they had to do back then. Getting rid of the heart and the soul of Paper Mario, and it even affects not only Paper Mario, but Mario and Luigi series too. It affects so much. He takes away the heart and the soul of the game. It's like, yeah, the music is good.
I swear to God, I heard a post. I saw like a post from someone who worked on the game that was just like, yeah, we had big plans for it, but like word from Nintendo, we couldn't do any of it because we weren't allowed to do basically anything with any characters in Mario. They won't let you do anything. It's very sad.
If I ever, if I see Shigeru Miyamoto, it's on site. I'm gonna pull a Rock Hawk move on that fool.
I created some of the most important games ever made, but come on, step aside. It's really sad and kind of hilarious how like Nintendo makes like some of the best games and is really good at game design, but also is just so fucking stuck in the past, and they also just don't let anyone have fun ever. Their games are designed with the fun first, and then they make it the experience of enjoying their games as the least fun as possible, because boy did they hate their fans.
At least we have indie games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too sad to go off anymore on
I always compare Nintendo to like, they are as protective of their IPs sort of legally and, sort of, in terms of like what they will do with them. Like I think about, what will Disney do with Mickey Mouse? But then I remember that they put Mickey Mouse in some cool plaid shorts and had him fight like Sephiroth in a game one time. So maybe that's not the right way to talk about it, because one time Goofy got conked on the head and died.
Goofy died for real, yeah.
Goofy died for real, and they had to get all the Dragon Balls to bring him back from hell, which is where he went.
Absolutely.
In this way, Nintendo is somehow worse than Disney, which is
a wild thing to say, but I'm behind you 100%.
If you're worse than Disney at anything, you need to stop.
You need to simply stop.
You need to think about like what you're doing. capitalism bad. Capitalism makes art worse. That's fact. That's fact.
I do love the term clothes. Thank you for that.
Clothes is a challenging word, but a good one. It kind of fits in my head of collecto in just the
We're adding to the lexicon.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll be using clothes again, but
you will.
I like it.
It's a threat.
Here's one from Tasty Sea Sponge at EatYajyak on Twitter, who says, "For pigs, the bell tolls." That's chapter 4 with Dupless. Is the best chapter in any Paper Mario game because it has Vivian, the best party member. Reminder to all of our listeners that Vivian is transgender and that the localizers did not preserve that fact. Cowards, but it is fact. Vivian is trans, and that's just a fact. Vivian is the best party member. She's also the strongest party member. I just want to add in there.
Busted good.
And the Dupless paddle music, which is the best track in the game. Hey,
we confirmed it.
Hey, confirmed. Here's one from, this is participation time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
This one is from at @KDarlink on Twitter, our friend Kay. "My brother and I both played this game over and over as kids, and whenever we got to the part with Flavio's song, that's in the Keelhaul Key Pirate chapter, we would call the other into the room and sing along with the tune we completely made up. Can this win? Thanks. It wins it's the people's winner. The lyrics are
People's Choice Award.
Skull Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom, bossa boom, festival. You wanna take a stab at that?
Yeah. So for me, this takes me to a game called Chrono Trigger that I'm gonna make you play one day. In the very beginning of the game, there's this robot named Gato.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you see him, he plays a song. Like he pulls out a mic and he sings a song. So I like in my head, I sing this over his thing, and I'm playing the music in my own background, so I can sync it up when I sing this. So when I put it in the episode, I can put this underneath it so you can hear it.
Yeah, this reminds me of when we did Jurgen It, and Sam, we had to sing like "Bring Me to Life" because the author put it in. I have to just trust you that it'll sound okay, because without it, when someone's singing in your ear, it sounds bad. So.
Yeah. So it goes a little something like, Skull Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom, bassa, boom, festival.
Ooh.
Like that. It'll sound really good in post, don't you worry.
Casts his gaze. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. I don't think Flavio, I'm not thinking Flavio has such a piercing bass voice, but...
Oh, yeah, you think he's a little more like nasally higher pitch? Probably.
Yeah, I think he'd be like, Skull Captain casts his gaze, boom, bossa boom, festival. I did the same thing when I was a kid, when I read Series of Unfortunate Events, and there's the Volunteers Fighting Disease, and they have their song, Tra-la-la, fiddly-dee, hope you get well soon, have a heart-shaped balloon. I always made up my own tune to that one.
That's fun.
Yeah. Ding dong, ring the Hogwarts bells.
Oh, God, we can't.
That's all of our questions this week. And that is all for today, except for one thing, my favorite part of our episode, which is the part where you bring the hotness for next episode.
Not only, Jordan, am I bringing the hotness, but this is Jordan targeted hotness.
Oh my God.
I'm doing something a little special for you, Jordan.
Do you know what's really funny before you do this? Is I was just thinking about how next episode I was going to do something special for you.
Well, I'm glad that we're both on the similar wavelength, because I was looking through the list of games that we've played, and there's a couple that like I haven't really played yet, but I've always wanted to, and like, you know, I kind of wanted to surprise you.
Yeah,
kind of wanted to surprise you. So and a couple weeks ago, or I guess like the previous episode before our Game of the Year episode, we were talking about how we'd done way too many Japanese artists, and we wanted to do like, you know, music that was made in, well, I mean, outside of Japan, but like this is just going to be music that's made in America. Because this game made by an American indie studio, you probably have heard of them. They made a couple of games. And Jordan, in 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about the hit indie sensation from San Francisco studio Supergiant Games, Pyre.
Yes! Yes!
It's Pyre, Jordan!
Yeah! Look, Hades is hot right now. Hades has the heat, and the game mechanics is right there. Pyre has better music than Hades. I will put my foot down on that. Pyre is Supergiant's best video game, even though Hades is more fun to play. It's simply their best game, and it's one of my favorite games ever made. And I will have to listen to the soundtrack, and I'll have to skip one of my slappers because boy oh boy does it just like compulsively make me cry every time I hear it.
I've been secretly playing Pyre, getting ready to surprise you with it.
I want to talk about it so bad, but we'll save it. We'll save it for the show. Yes. Oh my god, thank you.
I feel like I dunked the orb into the pyre of your heart for this one.
Before I recorded this episode, I looked at when your birthday is to see if I could wait to give you a little birthday slappers only, but because you've given me a treat, I know what I'm giving you next time. So you'll get a special slappers only treat next time. All right.
Pyre. What a good podcast we make.
We do a great podcast, and it's very fun to talk about, and it's very fun to make, and I like to do every aspect of making this podcast is enjoyable. Mm-hmm. Let us wrap things up.
Yes.
Thank you all very much for listening to Slappers Only. As I said before, you can find us on at Slappers Only Pod on Twitter. You can find all of our episodes on slappersonlypod.com. We are hosted by the wonderful Noisepace.xyz, home of such wonderful podcasts as Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses,
Kamurocho Radio,
LMNOP,
Radish,
Pot of Greed,
Nightmare and Era,
and many, many more. Oh, and Kylex Y?
Kylex Y?
And Wow Cool Robot. Those are ours. All of ours are in there.
Yeah, you can find them.
You can find me on Twitter at BradipusRex.
And you can find me on Twitter at MaxiBajillion.
And if you have nothing else to add... congrats to Dooless. I can't find the damn P.
When you were a kid, did you ever try and type his name with a capital P and it wouldn't work? And you were like, "Oh man, I tried to cheat the system and it didn't go."
You say when I was a kid. I tried that when I was like 21 years old, 22 years old.
I'm glad to still hear that everyone's still on the same wavelength even all these years later.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's necessary for a child. I thought that Dupless would be normal about it and not be case sensitive about the spelling of his own name. I guess he knew Mario was saying it a little louder. Dupless.
Is your name Dupless?
Your name is a Dupless. No, Mario. You hit the plosive too hard, Mario.
Mario, you need a pop filter.
You're spitting all over me, Mario, and that's why I know you're wrong.
Mario, you don't have enough flower points to spit on me anymore. All right.
I love that you just have to find the missing P.
It's so good.
I love when games get silly with it like that. All right, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, one of the best games ever made. I'm so glad we could talk about it. First episode of the year, 2021. Have a good week, everybody. And what do we always say?
Ask not for whom the bell tolls.
It tolls for pigs?
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Teamwork. You relied on me, and you didn't know. You never know if we could carry it all the way to the end zone, but I got you.
We did it.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Right. Peach.
Peach.
Hey, for Mario.
Hey.